I got you, people. Don't worry. Whenever the news is out there, I gotta bring it out. Or whatever news is out there, right? Good or bad, somebody's gotta put it out there, and somebody's gonna listen to it, and somebody's gonna be complaining about it, and most of us are gonna cry about it. But anyway, you know that our new president, Donald Trump, the man that nobody likes, the man that everybody thinks he's demonic, he's the devil, you know, he's supremacy, you know, he's all these things, you know, he's a Klan member, you know, he's Illuminati, what else did I forget? A Freemason or whatever clan he's in. Thing is that he's trying to make things right for America, and he's trying to make the people benefit. You know, they hard earning tax dollars back to the American people. That's what he's trying to do. But people don't seem to get that. Everybody's upset that he's cutting a couple of agencies and a lot of benefits and things like that. You know, what it is a lot of lazy people out there, and they don't want these benefits cut. They've been living off of these benefits. We call them handouts, whatever you might call it, a gift or charity, but it's a handout. And these people have been living generational handouts for many years now, and he's gonna cut that out, gonna get away from that. So people, you better be ready. If you didn't work hard enough to pay into the system, the Social Security, there's no need for you to be living generational wealth out of these government taxpayers' money handout, right? As an American, right? Or so-called American, if you pay in, you could receive this check, but you didn't do anything, you don't deserve anything. That's it. Get back to work. Hit the streets now. Now that all these migrants are gone, you know, there's plenty of jobs available. Do the jobs that these migrants were doing, and now that they're not here, you could fill these jobs out. There's no excuse for you to be in your house 24/7 waiting for a handout, but now you could work. So get to work. Another thing is that Donald Trump doesn't go with that EV stuff, right? Electric vehicles, going into 2035, that we want to transform automotive to all electric vehicles. He don't agree on that. He said the best thing that is out here in America is the automotive vehicle, right? The combustion vehicle, right? Gas, gasoline, and oil. That's right. You want to spend money, spend it in American-made goods. And that he's trying to do. He's trying to bring back, you know, American-made stuff, and people should spend their money in American-made, you know, products and things like that. So he don't want to hear about electric vehicles. He wants to ride his own, you know, engine motor vehicle with you know, a high performance engine or a muffler there, you know, a Flowmaster, you know, things like that. You know about cars. But anyway, that's another thing is that he's gonna suspend the transgender passport. There's no more transgender passport. He's gonna eliminate that. You either a man or a woman. You're not here to say that you're a cross-dresser, you want to be who you want to be. No, you're either a man or a woman. There's no such thing that you feel like, or you're trapped in a body and you want to get a different passport than anybody else to identify you as a transgender, a male that's now a female, or female that's now is a male. He's done with that. There's no such thing as a gender passport. So if you're looking for a passport and you're a woman but you're a man, don't go out to any agencies and then trying to say that you're a woman but your name is Orlando. You know, things like that. You know, either you're Stephanie or Orlando. Which one are you? Because Stephanie right now got a beer and, you know, shit, you're on, dude. You better go have your identity checked out and come back when you get all this sorted out and apply for your passport as an original gender, how you was born. Because Donald Trump is not having that. Another thing is that he's trying to get rid of taxes that the American people shouldn't be paying taxes or tariffs from another country, that he wants to tax everybody else, every foreign country, and said the people in country that he's going to eliminate us from tax paying, right, products with tax. And he's going to tax the people that are importing these tax. And anything that's coming in from another country imported to America is going to get taxed. And the American people doesn't have to pay for them taxes anymore, which that's a good thing, because we pay for everything in taxes, right? So that's what Donald Trump is trying to do. I don't know what's all the commotion. Everybody's fighting against him. You know, right now it's a tariff war when countries to countries, because everybody wants to import. But Donald Trump is saying that these countries are not buying products from America. I don't know what we make anymore, because I haven't seen anything in my house or in my car that says American made, or maybe I'm not buying the right products, or I'm not getting contact with American made products. But that's how it is now, and Donald Trump is trying to change that American people could have the opportunity to buy American made products, and we could ship it out, and other countries will import it and buy it from us. So that's another thing. Another thing is that Donald Trump is going to cut all these Medicaid services that are using the Medicaid system to get all these gender transformation and operations, when the Medicaid was not made for that. The Medicaid was made that if you're sick and you go out to your doctor or any clinic, that the Medicaid is going to cover for something that you went to the doctor that you're sick, you got a cough, things like that, you got pain, you know, and you need surgery. He's not talking about the Medicaid used to transform yourself from one person to another. That is not going to slide anymore. All these agencies that are using all these benefits or all these having for the wrong reason, Donald Trump is going to get rid of that. There's no such thing as using your Medicaid to transform yourself to something else that you wasn't born like. So that's the thing, people. Donald Trump is being hated because he's trying to get America right again. He's trying to make the military straight again. You know, there's a lot of things that's got to happen, and most of the military now is foreign. You know, we don't really have no American troops anymore, because nobody wants to join the military anymore, because the benefits also are not there. When a service member needs something, we get to run around. There's a lot of red tape. And you know, right now the armed forces is full of a lot of immigrants, a lot of cross genders, and a lot of confusion with the army and with the whole military force. You know, there's too many things going on that he wants to get rid of that and make everybody straight again. And I agree with that. You know, there's no need for us to have so many genders when it was only two, man and woman, and that's it. So that's what I understand. Another thing that is that Donald Trump thinks differently. He doesn't think like a politician or a government official, because he's not into this government and politics things, you know. I'm sure other people are advising him, but he's just like a normal person, citizen, right? You know, he worked his way up in real estate and owned businesses. He's a businessman. All he wants to do is make money, and he wants the people to make money with him as well. And I agree with that too, because I'm a citizen and I would like to make money and enjoy myself with my own money. I don't want to pay more than I have to. You know, everything we do in life is paying bills and taxes and bills. We don't get a break. No matter what we do, the economy, cost of living goes up, and our check stays the same. We don't get to enjoy the fruit of our labor. That's another thing. You know, people in America live in stress. You believe that all these things are happening now, that planes are falling, things are crashing, things are not working right. There's glitch in everybody's computer. You can't get services. You can't get certain agencies because they say that Donald Trump threw the wrong switch, or his administration shut off the benefit switch. I didn't know there was a switch like that. You know, they go inside often and shut it down, and it just shuts down and you can't get through. You know, a lot of people couldn't get a lot of landlords, as you say, because they're under these government vouchers and all that, couldn't get their money. You know, there's a lot of things going on, but the thing is that a lot of things got to stop because a lot of people also got to live on these vouchers and think they've been living generational. But, you know, the vouchers there to help you so you could excel and move on, but not to continue living and keep a family of your family generational in the same place, and nobody moves out and nobody does better. You know, you need to leave people opportunities so they can move on. A lot of people, whether they use these benefits for the right reason, they use it, right? They say they get money and they move out and they let somebody else, you know, use that voucher. But no, there's a lot of people now that's living off of these benefits and vouchers for generational wealth, you know, and passing it down. And they just don't want to move out or anything. You know, you go to some city parking lots, like I always say, and you find a couple of BMWs inside the housing parking lots and Mercedes. You know, who in the world that lives in public housing and she has a Mercedes parked in a public housing lot? You know, you don't need that. If you drive a Mercedes, a BMW, you don't need to be parked in a housing parking lot. I mean, you got enough money to live in your own private house in a private building and pay regular rent like everybody else, you know. Don't try to suck up the government of these benefits, because people need these benefits. But there's always somebody out there that's trying to be slicker than the government. There's always people that's gonna do these things and steal from the government. It's called stealing, because if you know you don't need it and you're receiving it, you stealing it or you borrowing it, whatever you want to say, because nobody wants to admit what they're doing. You know, I applied for it, they gave it to me under false pretense, and I got it, and I'm going to use it. That's how it is, people. But Donald Trump is not having that. He want to change things around to better the country and the economy. But the one thing that I really want for Donald Trump is to stop all these wars and have free trade, because the world doesn't get better if people are not trading. Right now, the stock market is just in shambles. The stock market is not doing anything. I think the stock market was better when it was pandemic, right? When the pandemic started and pre-pandemic, the market was doing good. Everybody was getting money. Everybody was investing their money. It was good. People was getting paid. But right now, the stock market is short, not doing anything. Everything's in the red. Nobody's buying anything. Nobody's trading anything because there's uncertainty. What's going on? Everybody's fighting with each other, you know? And I don't know if it's transformed. It can't be transformed because he just got in, you know that. So you can't blame it on Trump. You know, the Democrats had years in office and created all this mess. So we trying to fix it. And you know, it's bad. I know a lot of people feel bad that all these migrants are being pushed out and all that. And the thing is that the ones that are being pushed out is probably the one and walking out on their own free will. Most of them are the ones that don't got documents, right? But there's other people that are legally here with documents, and they're also getting busted, right? Like, we don't want to hear it no more. Documents are not, you know, we don't got time to check. You on the plane back home. That's what Donald Trump said, and his ICE people, right? We're going to get you on the plane. Don't worry. Just don't come back. We don't want any of these people back anymore. You know? But this country was made up out of immigrants, man. I don't know what's going on, you know. I'm not in office. I cannot do nothing, people. So don't knock on my door and try to tell you, oh, can I stay for a couple of weeks? No, people, man. ICE is at the door. They're going to everybody's doors, man. In their churches, homes, parking lots, everywhere you go. You're gonna, somebody's ICE is out there, right, watching. You know, everybody's watching. You know, I walked today, I haven't seen no migrants like selling anything in New York City. I don't know if there's probably a few of them left. And I remember I put a video. These migrants were doing some construction on the street, and they just left the generator and everything out there. I think they were scared they might get picked up, even they was doing work. They probably, oh, it's not going to bother me. But I think somebody had called them and said, listen, you got to be careful. They're picking everybody up. And then I left the tools, a hole in the ground and everything. They just left it like that. Things are bad for these people, but you got to think about it, man. You came here illegally. You know you're going to get picked up. Sooner or later, you're going to get picked up, people. So you got to do the right thing, man. Go through the right channels. But right now, the agencies of visas and passports to other countries is closed down for everyone. If you're not an American citizen already, you're not gonna get in. So don't try to get in, try to take a trip or vacation. They're not gonna let you in. ICE is grabbing everybody, even at the airports and the trains, Dunkin' Donuts, pizzerias, everywhere. The ISIS is all over, man. When you say, yo, can I get a coffee with ice? Everybody's gonna run out of Starbucks and everything, you know. Everybody's scared already the word ice. I think you just write the word ice in your shirt and you're walking around, everybody's gonna get away from you. It's bad people, but anyway, it's gotta happen, you know, things gotta get done. And with that, people, I'll let you go and think about that. Another thing is the driver's license, man. You know that there's some of your fake driver's license? It's gotta be fake. What are you telling me that I gotta get a real ID now? You mean you sold me a fake driver's license ID? Now I gotta get an ID? Or sometimes I confuse. You talking about ID or driver's license? You know, you gotta explain this to some people because they say ID. All right, ID is an ID, but a driver's license is something that you drive with. If you want my ID, I could show you any ID, right? But you told me I'm driving, you show me your driver's license, I'll show you my driver's license. So I don't know what's up with that. Maybe somebody could clear it out there. But it's all, you know, a lot of BS. I think it's just a thing to make money. They're always saying that it's about the same thing about the money, right? They gotta change it every time because there's a lot of people counterfeit with technology. Anybody could make IDs, believe me, man. I remember back in the days, in the 80s, where all these Africans had all these vendors' license, they were copying and they had to rechange it again. Technology, they're gonna always copy, they're gonna duplicate things, man. So that's another thing. So what's gonna happen with the passport then? They're gonna redo it all to the passport. Now they're gonna tell you have to get a real passport. Now, I don't know how a real passport looks because I got a passport, so I don't know if they're gonna put another star and the passport with a flag, you know, some kind of codes. Because now it's real IDs, and what about real passport? What about a real birth certificate? You know, how can you tell if you got a real birth certificate? It's all a print out and just type it up. You know, America's going crazy with all this stuff, man. Everybody's name should be on the system. As I tell you my name with a birthday, and you punch it up, and my name comes up, I'm in the system. Why you want me to carry some documents and things like that? Well, anybody could use these documents and sell it somewhere else and use it some other country. That's the thing about these document things, man. Is, you know, it doesn't really work if you don't know what you're looking for. If you can't tie the identity with the actual person, because, you know, they could take off the picture of any ID and add another one. So how are you going to tell that that ID matches the person you're talking to? Well, that's the problem that I got. Well, anyway, with that, people, I'll let you go and lead the president do his job, man. You let Biden spend all our money in these wars, sending billions every 6 months out to Ukraine and Israel and Taiwan. You know, let Donald Trump do his job, man. He got elected. The people elected him. Let him do his job, man. With that, I'll let you go and you think about that.